Hi, my name's Mike Hutchinson, and this is my audition for Gillette Drafted Season 5. Now I'll tell you a little bit about myself first before I start getting into a discussion about sports. I was born and raised in Barrie, Ontario, so just an hour or two outside of Toronto. I've grown up watching almost every single sport: football, hockey. I played soccer from when I was 3 years old to when I was 18 years old, always been into athletics, and most recently, about 2 or 3 years ago, got into mixed martial arts. I've been watching almost every single UFC event since 2010, and I think it's by far the quickest rising sport, and it's actually what I want to discuss today. And it's that a lot of people, especially older people, think that mixed martial arts, or MMA, UFC, is a violent sport, which it is, but they think it's too violent. They don't even consider it a sport. They consider it just two people brutalizing each other with no technique involved, and it being basically like gladiators. Well, I'm here to discuss that it's not like that. Every single sport, there's a bunch of different things that need to be qualified for a sport. It needs to be technical. Now, people see fighting as not technical. It is by far the most technical sport. You have to know jiu-jitsu, you have to know karate, you have to know kickboxing, you have to know Muay Thai to even compete at any high level in MMA. And all of those take years and years to even get close to figuring out. No other sport can compete on the technical level that MMA can. Now, talking about strength and athleticism, you have to be a superior athlete. If anybody has ever wrestled or boxed, they know how much it takes out of you to go such a long distance and physically exert yourself every single second, not even getting one little break. And that's why I think that even physically, it is the hardest sport. So being the most technical sport, being the hardest sport to do physically, is the reason why it should be considered a sport. And the brutality that people always say that it has, there's never been a death or life-threatening injury within the UFC in its entire existence, in its 20-year existence. There's plenty of times where in football, not the NFL or the NHL, but in just football games and hockey games where people die. It does happen in the lower level of mixed martial arts too, but this isn't a death sport like a lot of people think it is. It doesn't happen every so often, and it doesn't happen on the major sports level. So that's my conversation. Yeah, I hope that you like my audition. My name is Mike Hutchinson, and I hope to see you in Toronto.